What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber54 coming at you guys with a Diamond and Pearl deck profile today. Glad to be making one of these again, and it's gonna be focused around Magnezone from the Diamond and Pearl era. Magnezone had a lot of prints, and I mean a lot. It's pretty typical for the native and new Pokemon from a generation to have multiple prints as opposed to other Pokemon. But I mean, they just went overboard with this guy. He got 7 different Magnezone prints. If you include the Prime from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And all of them are really great cards too. You could definitely make a Magnezone deck and use all of them, to be honest. Depending on how you build the deck, all of them can be useful in terms of being attackers or support Pokemon. I'm going to show you guys one of my versions here. It's going to be Diamond and Pearl 2009 format, no Heart Gold, Soul Silver sets, so no Magnezone Prime, even though I do have one of those too, I think. But anyway, let's get to it. So we start things off with Magnezone, and I have 2 of the Metal type Magnezone and 2 of the Lightning type Magnezone. So this is my favorite one, this one, the Metal one. It's just a very, very solid card. With Magnetic Search, you can get a Lightning Pokemon or a Metal Pokemon every turn from your deck. This includes Evolution Pokemon too. So once you get this first dude out, it's very easy to set up the other Magnezones or just get any other Lightning or Metal attacker. Stats are solid too. The attacks are pretty solid too. Speed Shot is a 2 for 30 snipe basically. And then Crush Bolt is a very solid 80 for 3 with an energy discard. This is a Metal Pokemon, so you can put Metal Energy, special Metal Energies on it, so we can tank hits even better. And yeah, easily powered up with the other Magnezone here. Definitely a great card. Now, the most important one that no matter what type of Magnezone deck you're going to build in the era, you got to have this one. Depending on the type of Magnezone, you would run at least 2, maybe even 3, depending on the deck. It's the most important one because it gives you that energy acceleration from the discard pile with super connectivity. Once per turn, you can grab a Lightning or Metal Energy and attach it to your active Pokemon. You put a damage counter on, but it's worth it for the 3 energy. The most important part is that you actually are able to get special Metal Energies with this card. So you can keep recycling those and essentially use more than 4 of them per game. Its attack is kind of decent too. If you were going to do like the Curse Guard deck, power this guy up and then put an Expert Bell on, attack, hit and switch. That's what it does. It also forces your opponent to switch, which sometimes may not be ideal, but it could work out sometimes better that way too. I'm not going to really bother using this guy to attack. It could come up. We do have Spiritombs in this deck anyway, but you got to have him for the energy acceleration. I mean, you power up the Magnezone here and then you can hit for 80. It's pretty solid. It makes the cost non-existent. And just powering up these types of attacks, you know, real easy. 3 energies, but it's super easy with a card like this. And easy to come out once we get this dude out, and then we can search the other guys. So you may be wondering why I don't have Magnezone level X. The way I got this deck built, I don't necessarily need it. I mean, I guess you could put it on. You would want to put it on this Magnezone, the Lightning one, so you get the Metal type. You can put special Metal Energies on and get the benefit. Plus the attack, it has its better. But, you know, getting the paralysis, I guess it's okay. The Poke Power to move energies around it can be handy, but we don't really need it. So anyway, I got it like this, maximize the consistency, just having the second of this dude. You would have to probably drop one of these guys to run the level X. But I'll show you guys what kind of different stuff I have. I mean, if you've seen the written deck profile on the website, it's already on there. Then you already know the deal. Okay, next up we got the Magnetron, 4 of them. The best one you want to run is this one from Stormfront. It's the Metal type, so if you have to use it, you can gain the benefit of special Metal Energies. Only 1 retreat. Solid enough attacks. Magnetic Release going to do 40 plus 10 for each energy attached to defending Pokemon. So if they do have a couple of energies on, then you could do a lot of damage. And then if you have a Stadium, the first attack, it does basically 60 damage when you think about it. 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I mean, 20 on the active, 20 to 2 bench Pokemon, not bad. But it's the best one, basically. Okay. For the Magnemite, we got Stormfront one once again, but unfortunately, I don't have 4 of the metal one. You would want to have this one with the magnet, you know, sort of a little trait there. The treat cost is 1 colorless less for each Magnemite on your bench. So basically, if you have at least 2 of these guys, it's gonna have free retreat. Unfortunately, I only own 2 copies of this, so we gotta do this one, the second best one, I guess. This one you can attack with ramp for free at least. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully it doesn't make much difference because we want to evolve this guy quickly. But these are the Magnemites. And then onto the first of the tech attackers, we have this Regigigas right here. This is a card that I really fancy and put in another of my Dominant Pro decks that you get access to energy acceleration. It's a big 100 HP basic Pokemon. Definitely a great wall. Your opponent won't be able to kill it easy. If you open with it, it can be kind of nice if you don't open with Spiritomb. The artwork is pretty cool as a holo from the deck, the theme deck, but I guess that's irrelevant. But the main thing, of course, is this guy is a colorless Pokemon and it can hit for 60 for 3. So if we power this guy up easily with Magnezone, we can hit Garchomp level X and kill it in one shot due to the weakness. Very, very easy. You also get to flip a coin, and if you get heads, you pretty much do 100 damage total. You're gonna do 80 damage on the active and then 20 on the bench. So that's pretty crazy strong for just a basic Pokemon. Recover mechanism is also gonna remove special conditions when you attach an energy from your hand to this guy. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with him. I think he might just be the best Regigigas from the era when you think about it. So yeah, excellent card. I mean, obviously, if you get the heads, it means you can also kill like even bigger Pokemon. Damn, dude, is there any dirt inside? Shit. Quite annoying. Anyway, take care of that later. But yeah, if you get the heads, you can kill even like Garchomps, like the stage 2. Can kill even more stuff. But anyway, great card. And then I have one of the Fire Arceus. Yes, this is the Japanese one. I never got the chance to get the English ones. Unfortunately, I should have bought them when they were mega cheap. Now all these cards are expensive. But this one looks pretty as well. This card was expensive too, don't get me wrong. I think I paid like maybe 8 euros or something, 9 euros when I bought it. It wasn't cheap, but anyway. It's got a very simple attack though, just 80 for 3, and then you flip a coin. If tails, you have to discard 2 energy cards. If heads, you don't got to discard anything. But the important part is the 80 damage for 3. So that's a pretty nice damage output for 3 energies. And all we got to do is just put a fire energy or a multi-energy, put the lightning energies on with Magnezone, and this guy's ready to attack. Now, it's not like Dialga G level X counters my deck, like I'm relying on Pokebodies or something, but because it's a very tough Pokemon, a very tanky Pokemon, and I don't want to really deal with it, it gives me a hard time. I'd rather just use this dude to kill it instantly, and it's gone forever, hopefully. So we can do it with this guy. Basic Pokemon, once again, different type of attacker. And we just try and hit for weakness. I mean, fire is pretty good. You can also hit random grass Pokemon as well for weakness. So it's just a nice type coverage to have, along with maybe lightning. Okay, next up we got the Claydol engine. You guys should know the deal. DP, deck profiles. Run this guy, try and evolve into him, draw cards. Gotta have him. Same for the Bolt Toys, just do the Great Encounters Bolt Toys, 2 of them. And then I got the double Pachirisu, basic Pokemon Fetcher, like this card. Open with this, put an energy on, get 3 basic Pokemon. Pretty good. Can also attack the SPs. It's a lightning Pokemon as well, so why not? And I got the one Uxie. Drawn to have 7. You guys should know the deal once again. Wait a minute. I thought I had the reverse in here. No, it's just a leak promo. Anyway. But yeah, the one of Uxie. And then the 4 Spiritomb makes this deck work. Gotta have this dude. So we want to evolve through this card. It's my belief, and I think even Jason's belief from when you visit his WordPress page, that if you're not going to run SP, you're going to run an other evolution type deck, then you try, if you can, if it works out, which it usually will, you evolve through Spiritomb. Slow your opponent down, build your deck so that this card doesn't affect you, and then you can consistently evolve into your Claydol, draw more cards, keep your setup going. In our case, we get the Magnezone out, we can get even more stuff to evolve. And with Hidden Switch Magnezone, you can even use this as a wall, so they're not going to be completely useless mid to late game either, maybe. So gotta have it. Next up, we got the Stadium. Stadium of choice is going to be the 3 broken time space. Typical stuff once again. Get speedy evolutions through this card. Gotta have it. Gotta have at least 3. Then the 4 Rosane, typical stuff once again. Get your basic Pokemon, get your basic energies too. Good supporter card. Felicity, once again, standard stuff. In this deck, we get some good straight draw, and we also want to discard those lightning energies for Magnezone. Maybe discard a few Spiritombs. You might want to keep maybe 1 or 2 if you're going to be using the lightning Magnezone to attack. But once you get a few evolutions through the first one, then you don't really need the other ones. So maybe you'll save an additional one. It just depends on the game state. But you get rid of unnecessary stuff, like maybe an extra Pachirisu, some extra stuff. If you're 100% sure that you're not going to use something like Regigigas or Arceus, but I wouldn't really discard them, but you never know. Just get rid of them and draw. Okay. Got the 1 Cynthia. Something dies, you draw 8. Shuffle and draw 8. Pretty good. And then 1 Oak, draw 3, don't discard. It's kind of like another Felicity. So got the 1 of. And then I got 3 BB Search. Get the Claydol quickly, and then we can keep drawing from there. Get Magnezone. Get an additional search. Good stuff. Really works out nicely to have this card here, especially with Magnezone. Doing 3. Then I got Luxury Ball, the 1 of. Get those, well, anything really. And then we got Pokemon Rescue, Night Maintenance. So Pokemon Rescue, you might not need this card, but I had the space and I'm thinking, I'm just going to have this. You never know. Maybe I want to reuse Arceus or Regigigas. You never know. I got it. Night Maintenance you want to have because it's just a general good recovery card. Pokemon Rescue. Yeah, especially because I don't have like a level X or something very, very specific that I want to get. Maybe you don't need it, but it doesn't really hurt to have it, I think. So do the 1. And then 1 Switch, this damn Delta Species Reverse that, of course, is going to have to bend because of the climate changes, temperature changes anyway. So 1 Switch. This is pretty good. I guess if you would run the level X, about the only combo play you could make is with this switch card. Like you got something hurt in the active position, you switch it with a switch, and then you move the energies with the Magnezone, like the lightning and metal energies, basically. But I just have it as a general switch. Then the 1 Expert Belt. So this card, it's going to give you that liability when the Pokemon dies. So that's why I think the best thing you can do is just kind of use it maybe mid to late game, so that when your opponent kills this Pokemon, it's almost like you force them to get 7 prizes as opposed to 6. Maybe you use the Magnezone, and well, I mean, gonna do the item like at that point, it probably doesn't matter, but just put it on something mid to late game and then get additional damage. Okay, and then we got the energies. I mean, you gotta have your 4, special metal energies. I kind of realize we only really have the metal Magnezone to put these energies on, and we can get the buff benefit. I realize that, but they just gonna work as regular energies too. Our Pokemon are really flexible with the energy cost, so even if you put this on something else that doesn't get the buff, it'll still function as an energy, so it's not that bad. All right. And then I got, I think, 5 lightning energies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 lightning energies. And then you gotta have 1 multi-energy and 1 fire energy. This is for Arceus. And multi-energy can basically act as another lightning or a fire. So that's why I want to have at least 1. Fire energy is fire energy, and you can also fetch it with Roseanne. And then the last energies are 3 call energies. Once again, because our Pokemon are flexible, I can use this and get basic Pokemon at the beginning. It makes this deck pretty safe. With this and Pachirisu, we run enough basic Pokemon. And yeah, Pokemon are flexible, so you can put it on. I mean, Magnezone only needs 1 lightning energy to attack, and then the other energies can be anything. So that's the deck profile, guys. It's one of the ways I built Magnezone, but I mean, you can always just only put like one of these searcher dudes or disregard them completely and run the promos that can hit for a lot of damage. You got one that does 100 and only needs to discard 1 energy if you put the right energies on. And then another one that I think you need to discard 2 or 3, but he does like 120 damage, so he can one-shot a lot of stuff. So yeah, many ways to build this guy. And then maybe I'll do like a hard gold, like 2010 version for this, and then we want the Magnezone Prime. That gives this deck a lot of consistency and power too. But yeah, that's the deck profile, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What